welcome to Cozy Girly Corner. My name is America. On this channel, I do all things crochet, all things cozy, and all things girly. This video is so much fun to me because I'm gonna be going to Disney World for the second time. Story time, last year was my first time going to Disney World, and unfortunately, we were hit by Hurricane Milton. We had 2 park days left over from that trip, so I didn't get to have the full experience. Low-key, I was a bit traumatized and I really did not want to go back. So when my husband started planning our next trip, I was very hesitant, but we still had those 2 tickets and I didn't want them to go to waste. So I decided to push through my fears and go. And I'm so glad that I did because this was the best trip ever. My last trip was not the best. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. I was sick. There was a hurricane. I was scared. It was just not fun. So this trip was definitely a huge redeeming thing for me. I had so much fun. And on top of that, I actually got to crochet way more than I was expecting to. We're going to be looking through my yarn and seeing what kind of projects I want to bring on this trip, what I'm actually able to crochet, and I kind of want to share with you guys what my experience was crocheting in public because I actually did crochet quite a bit in public, and yeah, I want to share my thoughts on that because I know that makes people very nervous, and crocheting on a plane, what you can bring, when you can't bring, and just at the end of this video, I want to show you guys what I was able to make. So go grab your whip and grab a drink and let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to Disney World and I want to bring some projects with me. I'm thinking I just want to make small things like headbands because I've been really enjoying making headbands lately. So these are all the yarn options that I'm going to go through. I'm not going to bring all of these because I want space in my luggage still, but I'm going to look through and see which ones I want to bring. First things first, what are you able to bring on the plane with you to crochet? So I checked the TSA website, and unfortunately, like for some of the things, it really is up to whoever is checking your things. They have the ultimate like discretion at the end on whether you can bring something or not. So that makes it a little bit intimidating. So I would say if you're going to travel, just get some like really inexpensive things like off of Amazon, just in case they do make you throw something away. You're not throwing away your favorite thing. So that's actually what I ended up doing. I had a little sewing kit that had some really flimsy, cheap scissors in it. And according to the TSA website, you can bring scissors as long as they are like properly sealed, like properly put away. So I had my little sewing kit in my carry-on. I was able to bring that through. There was no problem. It even had sewing needles in it and safety pins. Again, I wasn't asked to throw any of that away. So that was my experience with the scissors. And crochet hooks are completely allowed. There's no reason why they should throw your crochet hooks away. So I brought mine and I didn't have any problems. Here's an example of the headbands that I've been making. These don't require a lot of yarn, so this would be a good project to bring. Bandanas are another project that don't require too much yarn, so this is something that I would be totally down to make on my trip. Let me show you guys the color options that we have. First up is this really pretty yellow cotton yarn. I have the same yarn in the color green. This one's called Leaf, and in pink, and these are all by Premier. I also have this cream color, which I think would be a good base. Are we surprised about the color options? Not really. These are my go-to colors. I want a project that doesn't have a lot of color changing in it, so I'm going to be bringing my summer layering top that I was making in my previous video. I'll bring this with me on the plane. Okay, now time for the fun part. We're going to be packing for Disney. First, I want to show you guys the outfits that I'm going to be bringing. Here's my collection of Disney ears. It's quite a bit, but not as much as other people. For my outfits, I'm just keeping it really simple for every park and making sure that I will not be overheated. I was able to figure out how to pack my yarn in a way that was going to save me a lot of space in my carry-on as well as in my suitcase. I'm using this pencil pouch that I got from Amazon. It holds my hooks, my needles, my stitch markers, and it has a space underneath where I will be putting the little skeins of yarn. I ended up changing the color combination because I wanted to make a specific project, which you will see later on in the video. Also, this brown was too bulky, so I had to take some yarn off of it. My airplane project will be in a different pouch that I will be bringing with me on my carry-on. So let me tell you guys about that experience of crocheting that on the plane. The way that I warmed up to crocheting in front of other people is I had a hoodie and my headphones. So that's kind of what like got me to feel like I was by myself in my own little world. And it was very chill. I really, really enjoyed it. And also the couple that was next to me, they were very polite and they were just a really nice couple and they were sleeping the whole time. So that is how I was able to get some footage of me crocheting because I didn't feel so nervous to pull my camera out since they were sleeping and they weren't going to be watching me. And everyone around me was just kind of doing their own thing in their own world. So I didn't feel nervous to record myself crocheting in public. And towards the end of the flight, this man that was sitting like kind of across the aisle, he turned and he looked at what I was doing and he asked me, "What are you making?" And so then I told him and he's like, "Oh, I really like it. I really like that pattern." And that made me so happy. So that was my positive experience on the plane crocheting. Everything went really well. Okay, so we've been here at Disney World for 2 days. We just went to Animal Kingdom and Epcot. Today is our day off. We're calling it like a resort day to kind of explore and do other things. But we're actually going to go to City Walk over there in Universal's because we want to watch the Star Wars movie that they're putting out again. And I thought it would be a perfect time to bring my crochet project with me. So I'm going to carry my crochet project around with me and hopefully I have time to crochet. I didn't actually end up bringing my project with me to the parks. I don't really know why I did that. I think because I feel like I was going to have like a lot of time to do things and I really was nervous about taking my scissors with me into the parks. I didn't check the rules on that and I didn't really want to deal with it. But I did crochet on our resort days and just whenever we had time basically. So like in the mornings, if we were having coffee in our room before going to a park, I would sit and crochet. Whenever we got back and we decided to watch a movie, I would sit and crochet. And that's how I was able to crochet quite a bit. I was very surprised. I actually finished one project. I didn't think I was going to finish any project at all. keeps getting tangled up too.
I sit with cloud cover for about 20 minutes.
Wow, that was a fast 20 minutes.
I know. Welcome to Florida.
You can go now. It's hot. Can you take a picture of me though? Okay, let's talk about what I was able to finish on my trip. So the first project, I didn't absolutely finish it, but I did get a lot of it done. And this is the project that I took with me to travel, like on the plane. This is what I was able to finish. I hope you can get the vision of what I'm trying to do here. It is so nice and so pretty. I can't believe how quickly this worked up. If you saw my last video where I started this one, I was worried that this yarn would just take up so much time and it would just take a long time to make. And I moved through this so fast. So I'm excited to finish it up. I really think I can finish it like in a day, like the rest of it. Yeah, I was able to do that on the plane. The next thing that I was able to finish was this crochet bandana, and this was the project that I was working on in our hotel room and throughout the resort, as you saw. Honestly, I could have done a lot more, but with this project, I was trying to figure out the color scheme that I wanted, so I restarted a couple of times, but it's so pretty and I love how it turned out. I love the pictures that I got in it and I can't wait to wear it this summer. The last thing that I worked on was kind of just like a learning project. I found this pattern on Pinterest and I just wanted to see if I could recreate it. That's all it was. I don't know the purpose of this other than is to enhance my skills a little bit. But yeah, that is what I was able to crochet at Disney World. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Be blessed. Bye!